Welcome to Indoor Outdoor episode 4, Heaps Chilled, with the guest today, Gus. Gus is also from Lennox Head, and he is the producer of this podcast, and he is also known as Fact Check Lord.
Fact Check Lord, behind the scenes, but now today I'm in front of the screen.
Stepping up
to the big leagues.
So I just thought it would be good to have you on here so people could put a face to the name.
Yeah.
And a face to the voice.
Indeed.
And shit like that. And yeah, man. So how you enjoying the whole podcast experience that we've been doing the last couple of weeks?
Podcasts have been lit. We've had some good guests.
Yeah.
Some good people on the show.
Yeah.
Good conversations.
Yeah.
Good steamers. Good scissors.
A lot of season, a lot of steaming.
Yeah.
This is our first... Oh, no. I didn't get cooked last episode with Tom and Dak either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're 50% each side.
Yeah,
2
exactly.
cooked, 2 not cooked.
We've got to keep a good ratio.
Yeah. We'll get cooked next episode.
Fully.
Shout out to everyone sitting around getting cooked, watching this right now. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love that everyone's been giving to us. I've got these kids on my gram called the Peas Team.
Yeah.
Sam Berry. There's other lords as well. I really need to get their names and shout them out.
Shout outs to the kids.
I'll do that at the end.
Yeah.
But shout out the Peas Team because they're always supporting me and there's like a group of kids I'm always talking to them. They're little lords.
That's sick, man.
They're from the
You
Central
need
Coast.
a team like that who's like, they're from Central Coast?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, sick, dude. That's good. Maybe
But,
you need fans who are loyal.
We're filming on my phone and so I can't go to my phone and get all the names out.
We could log on Insta.
Yeah, but I don't think you can go.
Yeah, it doesn't let you get
messages.
deep, hey.
Doesn't let you go into the messages.
Insta's made for the mobile.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe I can log in on your phone or something. We'll do it at the end. Don't let me forget, all right?
Yeah, we won't forget.
Yeah.
I feel like we will forget now, but we won't forget.
We're not cooked. Well, I'm a bit cooked. Like, I smoked a bit of weed today, but
Yeah.
I'm not that cooked and shit.
Yeah. You said you did boxing this half, so you know that clears it out. But would you have a steamer when you finish?
Yeah.
Deserves it, but
The post-boxing steamer is one of my favourites. Shout out to Emmet. He's teaching us all boxing. It's gone very well.
he's holding the team down. He's the best trainer in Melbourne, man.
Yeah, if you want a boxing trainer, a good boxing trainer / personal trainer, hit up Emmet. Hit me up. I'll give you his info and he'll teach you how to punch and do other things.
All sorts of
Dodge
things.
wave, get stronger,
Skip,
adrenaline, run,
whatever you need.
look cool,
Yeah.
have cool tattoos,
Yeah, Emmet's a cool dude.
cool lord, jab dudes out, all sorts of shit.
Fully.
So you just moved down to Melbourne?
Yeah, I've just arrived here a few months ago now. Still new to the hood,
Yeah.
but loving it so far. First day of winter today.
Fully. And
Getting
it is
ready
cold.
for it. I was wearing a t-shirt today, but
Yeah.
dude, I was saying that to the boys. Like, I don't want to claim it because like it might be another day where it's like I'm just like
Way
look like
colder.
a pussy and stuff. But like, yeah, I feel like I'm slowly climatizing to it.
Fully.
But yeah,
It's all about the extras, you know what I mean? Like the scarf.
the layers, man.
The
just
beanie,
like, yeah.
the hoodie, the quality of the hoodie.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
It is. It does count. The small things go a long way.
When they say it doesn't get cold here, it's definitely fake news.
Definitely fake news.
You imagine, like, man, I'm not even political, but I just think Donald Trump's so funny. Like, when he's just always like, they're like, is it true that you've been in cohorts with Russia? And he's like, that is fake news. And then just gets up and walks away.
He's fucking... Wait, did you hear about, you know that chick, Kathy Griffin, who like ASAP's like had in videos and shit like that? And she's like...
Redhead
like,
chick?
yeah,
she was like
yeah,
a comedian?
that's it.
Kathy, Kathy Griffin. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
always like horny for the young boys and
Yeah,
shit.
fully. She got fired from Fox, I'm pretty sure it is, for like, she had a photo, Tom was telling me today, of like holding like a Donald Trump head, like bleeding, just like decapitated. And they were fully like everyone was hating on her and stuff. And she was just like, fuck them.
Fuck me. Fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Yeah, she's a wild lady. If you're watching this, Kathy Griffin, I'd love to have Kathy Griffin on the podcast.
She'd be a good one, man. She'd have some stories.
She's wild.
I reckon, eh?
She's wild.
She definitely has some stuff to tell. She's been some places.
Been some places, done some things.
Done some interviews.
Talked to God.
Yeah.
And she's still here.
She's still here.
What'd you do today, man?
Today, worked on some beats this morning. And then I went over to Q to meet up with some friends. We're going to do a bit of rehearsing, but it fell through a little bit. So we caught up with some homies.
Yep.
And then cruised back around here, had some dinner, and here we are doing podcast season.
So for those that don't know, Gus is a producer and a rapper.
Screw.
And he's produced pretty much my whole new EP except for one song, which is produced by Hefner. So, he's a good beat maker, and I really like the EP we've done together.
Dude, Sam, it's definitely the best stuff I've done ever.
I can't wait to put it out, which is soon. Just getting all these videos shot now.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
How long did Hefner say on mixing?
Well, he asked how long, when did I want it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I said within a month.
Oh, yeah, sick.
So we should start getting some mixes back pretty soon.
Pretty soon, yeah. That was probably like a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah, it was maybe like a week ago. I think last weekend I went and dropped it off to him. But we should start on the next EP anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think we got one down that we think like from the last bunch. So we made like 15 songs and then I only took 4 of them. So like we had a lot there to kind of, and it's not that they weren't good enough. They just like, we kind of went with what was suiting
the vibe.
Project. Yeah, exactly. Because, some songs are just different stages.
Yeah.
You just got to pick what fits.
Yeah, definitely. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
Do you reckon this is fake news? I'm going to drop something on you and you tell me whether you reckon it's fake news or not.
Yeah.
A teenage girl with no criminal record or anything in America butchered an Uber driver.
Really?
Fake news or real news?
As in, you could just be making up, or it could have actually happened?
I could just be making this up. Or...
Well, the current and post and pre-climate in America is fucked.
Yeah, correct.
So I would say real news.
Correct. Happened today.
That's crazy. Yeah. When I was living in North America, I'd caught a bus from Chicago to New York. And it took like 24 hours or something because it's only like a 5 or 6 hour drive or something like that.
Yeah.
You know how Greyhound buses stop?
Yeah.
And every little, stop every little point.
Yeah, like at the towns to pick up more and more. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a week before we hopped on that Greyhound, a man was sitting up the back of a Greyhound. Like it happened in Toronto, like in Ontario and outside of Toronto. And this dude, like, fully decapitated somebody in the back of the bus, like stabbed him and then cut their head off in the back of the bus.
That's heavy,
like
man.
the Greyhound when there was just like hella other people there and shit. There's some dark fucking people out in the world.
You're in Preston, man. Like I got told the other day that 2 bin cleaners, like they went to clean out they were cleaning out the bins and they were doing the industrial place and they picked these 2 bags up and they were like, these are ridiculously heavy. And they pulled them open and there was just 2 bodies chopped up in them. And they reckon that they like the bin that had been moved here, it was from like way out of suburbs, but like out west, but still like...
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with out west.
It's here in Australia.
The Preston hoods, eh?
Yeah, skits, man.
Fuck, that's heavy. I think there's a bunch of shootings going on and shit. I don't know. I just try to live in my little positive, happy bubble.
Well, dude, like you avoid that shit unless you're like out cooking it, walking around in the AM, like, which I'm not doing, you know, like... Unless you're on the way from a night home, but like you're not just walking along back streets and shit, you're moving. Like you just going home and stuff, just getting to and from A to B as quick as possible.
It's pretty funny when I was there's like a little car park for those at home, like next to where we do the podcast here. And I always park my car there and shit. And one night I got out and I was in the car park or whatever, and then these headlights just hit me. And I was like, looked over and shit. I was real cooked.
Is this just here?
Yeah, I think I told you this story. But there was when we're getting real cooked. Every night we're making EP, smoking like so many doobies. And the light hit me. And I was, and then I knew it was just like some dudes or something. And they pulled up and there was like 4 of them and they're all just like full poloed out, just like wearing sunnies at night. Just looked like they're on the full shard.
Yeah.
Just sharded up. And they're just like, hey, cuz. And I was like, what's up, man? And they're like, do you have a ciggy? Like, you know when dudes ask for a ciggy, but they're really trying to staunch you?
Yeah, it's just like a question to see if you respond, and they just want to go, bam. Like.
And I just hit him with the eye contact, and I was just like, nah, bro, I don't smoke. He's like, oh, yeah? Well, do you know where I can get any crack? And I was just like, nah, dude. And then he was like, yeah, you sure? Don't know where I can get any crack? And I was like, nah, man. Don't know where you can get any crack, bro. And then he was like, all right. And then just drove off. But he was so wired, just driving around with his mates. Like, it was like 2:30 in the morning, just asking random cunts for crack. And then that's a sad life. That's a sad life, man.
I know.
You know, as much as like I glorify drugs and weed and shit, I think I just want to put out a message there to like the kids or whoever's watching this is like, if you do hella drugs, it will wash you.
I guess, it's been a big topic of discussion lately with like legalizing cannabis and stuff, but do you think it is a gateway drug which does lead to, you know, more skits stuff?
Definitely. But at the same time, like I've been smoking weed for hella years and I've never done ice.
Yeah.
And I've never done heroin.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it definitely is. But I'd say alcohol is more.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you maggot. Like, dude, I'll be like, no, I'm not eating any Molly. I'm not doing any Coke.
Yeah.
And then I'll be pissed.
Have like 6-pack of beers
and then
like,
you're just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think like alcohol will like it leads to more like, you know, party enhancing drugs like MD or, you know, like getting on the Coke or whatever, you know, that type of stuff. But whereas like weed, I find like my group of friends at home, if we like started smoking together, like, you know, it leads more to doing like, I guess more experimental stuff like doing mushies and and these types of things, or like DMT and stuff, you know, like that's what usually the stoners who are just chilling, smoking billies, they go down that path, whereas like the dudes who are out on the rev, like they're getting on fucking, you know, just getting on the gear and love it, you know, it's like,
fully.
I guess, that's true. Look, I guess we discovered something tonight that like you can go either way with it.
You can go both ways or you can go no ways.
I think it's good to find some middle ground there. If you are going to do it, don't full deter one way.
Definitely. And even smoking weed, you know, like at times in my life, I haven't been doing the things I've needed to be doing to progressing because I was just smoking too much weed and shit.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just want kids to know that, you know, everyone in hip hop and rap is always like, I popped 12 xanies and I drank a pint of lean and I woke up. It's like, bro, you ain't making no songs if you eat a xanny the night before.
Yeah, fully.
Next day you washed. Yeah. Fully washed.
Yeah, you were telling me like you had a little bit because like you like even before I came down here, like you kind of fell off the face of Facebook really for me. Like I didn't see any music kind of after old school futuristic too. And like what kind of you were saying that it kind of was just like a bit of a down period.
Yeah, I was just like kind of a bit like it's a fucking like selfish artist thing, I guess, that like you get stuck in. But I put all this work into this EP and then I put it out and like I guess like I just made up all these expectations in my head. Yeah. And then when I dropped it and I didn't realize those expectations, I got kind of bummed and disenfranchised. Yeah. Which is wrong because you're meant to just be making the art and the music for the love of it. And it isn't about the accolades. And, you know, I could have put out another 4 EPs by now and who knows where I'd been. Yeah, but I just fell off and yeah, man, I started eating xanies last year. I was on them for like 3 months straight pretty much. It wasn't even that, like that fucking washed me, but just like getting off them, getting my brain back together. Yeah.
Getting the motivation too, like, after having that, like, because like you were saying, I know that it's like people say, you know, it's like it's selfish to like, you know, and it kind of like it is in your heart, like you go like, man, like I put so much time and effort and like you just forget that you did it for the love of it. Like sometimes you got to remind yourself like, why am I even doing this? Like I'm not just doing it to get big, you know what I mean? It's like it is, you know, like that's the dream sort of thing, is to live off what you love doing, but at the same time, like you can't expect that, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like, but
and you can't put pressure on the world like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then that just leads to disappointment. And like, man, like a year ago, pretty much right now, I was like fully on the xanies, really unhappy. Now I've been like training heaps, I haven't been taking any pharmaceutical drugs, just only smoking a bit of weed. I haven't even really been partying that much.
Yeah, fully. Even since I got here, there's been like maybe like 2 nights or 3 nights out sort of thing, you know, like 3 big ones.
Just been like getting this podcast together, finishing our EP, and just training, just kicking
grinding again.
Yeah, grinding them back on my shit.
Yeah.
Psyched to put out this new EP. And the other thing is, man, like I put out that EP and like, it didn't blow up and it didn't whatever. But like,
it was still a really good EP.
People love it.
Yeah,
like, some people, you know what I mean? Some people hate it, but some kids love it, man. And like, that should be enough. I remember thinking like when I was younger, like if I had one person who fucked with my shit, I'd be stoked. I have a bunch of kids that are always messaging me.
Well, dude, that was like, even I was like, because I'm like a lot younger, and when I was back at home and that shit drops, like, there's not really like anyone from home, like sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like there was from like Paranoia that does like this rap stuff that kind of is like on like kind of that stage that I want to do.
Yeah.
Of like kind of, you know, that like kind of cool chill music and stuff. And then like when you had those 2 tapes, like the 2 old school futuristic ones, I was like, fuck, man. Like he's working with Cam Bluff, who does like Bliss and Esso's album, who just like knocked everything off the Australian charts, and like All Day's album and stuff, like, you know, all these big artists, and it's like you're doing like an EP with him. And I was like, maybe I can do that. And now I'm here in Melbourne, like producing your EP, you know what I mean? Like that's like, I might not be here if you didn't put out old school futuristic too, which is like a come up for me.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. So now I'm just trying to work on just being less bitter with the world and just being more grateful. Just I think being grateful is really important.
It is, dude.
I'm fucking grateful for this podcast. I'm grateful for everyone who's been watching it. I'm grateful for the songs we have.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful for my jump shot at the moment is water.
Yeah, dude. We've been playing at the Eddie Gardens, dude.
Yeah, we bowled the other night. It was good.
How'd you go?
You were there, me and you.
Oh, yeah, me and you. Sorry, I thought you meant you went again, like in the last couple
nights. It's been wet.
Yeah, I know, dude. The rain kind of washes it out, eh? We need to find some, like... But, like, the indoor courts just aren't the same vibe as, like, the streets,
sick,
man. I know.
Everyone's balling.
Loves each other and it's just, like, wants to play, eh? It's just good fun, man.
Dudes are steaming them and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hella chill. Yeah, we got some buckets the other night, man.
How was it? We were down, like, 7-0. So we played pickup basketball and Gus and I were on the same team. So that basically just means, like, there's a team on and then another team comes on and then the winning team stays on. But we were down like 7-0, like we're getting washed. It was our first game. Yeah. And then me and Gus and I just took over. He got a bucket, I got a bucket, he got a bucket, I got a bucket, he got a bucket, I got a bucket. They still beat us, but we did good. And then we went off, then we came back. The team that beat them, we nearly beat, but then they just beat us. But
yeah. We held it real close, but at the end, it was good, but because like we'd never even played on the same team before or anything, and like the dudes were verse and they play in the same group every single night, you know what I mean? So
we'll get them.
Yeah, we'll get them.
We need Dossie down there and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's it. When we get Dossie down there, that'll be good to have an extra lord in the team for sure.
Yeah, no fake news.
No fake news, dude.
So yeah, man. So water's pretty lit.
H2O saves lives. I think that's like a thing, like people, someone was saying it to me the other day, is like, because I used to never drink like that much water. Like I would just kind of, you just have a glass like to and from, and then you realise you're like, I had like 3 cups of water today, and that's pathetic. But at the same time, like now that I drink like heaps of water, like if I don't have water for a little bit, I get so thirsty.
It's a full game changer when you discover that you need to drink heaps of water.
Yeah, dude.
Makes you feel so good.
Yeah, it does. And then that's like, I suppose it's like one of those dependency things. It's like lip balm, man.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've been trying to
You weaning off?
I've full holding off it because like I just let it do its thing now and it hurts and it sucks. But then like once I start using, like Paw all the time, like as soon as I don't have it, my lips just go so dry straight away. They're cracking and bleeding, and I'm just like, I can't handle this.
You don't want those cracking, dry, bleeding lips, bro.
No, dude, it hurts. But sometimes you go through like 2 days of pain, and then it's like 3 months of sweetness.
I never get cracked lips. Maybe it's my moustache.
Could be, dude.
No, because that's
no, probably not. I reckon that you just got fucking good genetics or something, dude. Mum or dad was helping you out on that one.
Yeah, well, I've never had a pimple on my face.
That's a come up.
Yeah.
That's skits, dude. I'm hell pimply. I got on like Roaccutane.
Did it trip you out?
No, I didn't get the dude who
shout out to all the kids out there on what's it called?
Roaccutane. I was on it, dude. I know you feels like we're out here being pizza faces and shit and it sucks, and just remember that,
You're looking good now, Mark.
Yeah, like it's just one thing I got to say is salt water, sun, and healthy eating will get you there.
Fully.
But like, it's some of us just aren't lucky, and some of us just get skin from our parents and stuff, and you just got to cop it. Like a lot of my friends all never had pimples and stuff, and you're just that kid with the pimples, but it'll get better, man. Just like keep eating healthy.
And chicks might still let you finger you, finger them if you have pimples.
Yeah, dude.
Because
you got good stays.
Because girls aren't as shallow as guys.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like girls like dudes for like their personality, their aura.
Yeah.
And dudes are shallow. So you can still finger a girl if you have some pimples. Just be smooth, baby.
I did.
He did. He was fingering hella girls with pimples.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. It's all right, man. You can do it. We can all do it.
Finger him. Yeah.
Skits.
Yeah, man. So I'm really enjoying boxing at the moment.
Yeah, dude. I've only done like a few sessions now, but man, it's just good fitness, like real good fitness. Like I'm not into it for the fighting aspect at all, but like kids out there too at home, man, like if you're looking for good fitness, like it's so much more intense than anything I've ever done, hey?
And you're a fit kid. Surf, basketball, soccer.
Yeah, it sharpens like your speed, your agility, and just like, I don't know, like I feel like I can go for a big run and I'm sweet, I can do the long distance stuff, but when it comes to quick stuff, like short sprints and things like that, like I just get tired so easy.
Yeah.
And that's like what boxing has helped me out with so much. It's been like, just like so good to have that thing that just kind of keeps pushing you and stuff, eh?
Fully, and it's never really easy.
No.
Dude, I had a full daytime nap today.
Did you?
I get anxiety when I have daytime naps.
Do you?
Yeah, as I'm like drifting asleep
like?
and waking up because I'm like, I could be doing something now. I'm fucking around.
But you get up real early for work, dude.
I know.
You're up at like 4 a.m. and stuff for work.
4:50.
Yeah.
But then it's like I should use the day and just sleep at night instead of just like laying down.
Yeah. It's a hard one, but man, it's like even when I get home from work, like, because some mornings I'll be up at 5 to go to work and stuff, and then like, I don't know, like when you get home, it's like if you don't start doing something straight away, you burn out.
Yeah,
Like, that's
you
what
gotta
happens
like
to
work
me.
out or something, go for a run or something.
Go for a run or sit down and start writing a song or start working on something. Because as soon as you just I'll get home and be like, just check Facebook quickly, and then I'm like, watch an episode of Simpsons. And then before I know it, I'm in bed just like laying there like, I'll just chill for another 3 hours. And I'm like, fuck, man, I could have made 2 beats by now.
Fully. I do feel good after having a little nap today, though. Sometimes you need to just catch up.
Dude, you need it, man. Like, especially if you're getting up at those hours, you are too. And then, like, there'll be the nights where whether you like it or not, you stay up late steaming them with the boys. Like, you just can't help it sometimes.
They happen.
Yeah, they happen.
Last night I ate some like hash fudge.
Yeah, I saw Emmet's story and I was like, yeah, the girls, dude, that was like some
real good. Stuff. I only ate a little bit because I knew I had to get up so early.
Yeah.
And like a couple of weeks ago, I got on the hash brownies real bad. You had these brownies. Yeah. One night I had 4. Just because excess is my nature.
Yeah.
Excess is my character. Unfortunately.
That's a lot of weed brownies, man.
Yeah, like I fully like felt like I was pinned to the ground by a demon. I was just like, it's like a couple of years ago, I was in Lennox for Christmas or whatever, and like my mum, like she doesn't mind, like good barring mum, like she doesn't mind, like
don't mind a little edible,
whatever, a little smoke here and there.
Yeah,
and which is cool. I like that about my mum.
Shouts to the chill mums.
Shouts to chill mums.
We love you.
And like she, it was like the Christmas lunch, like the big spread. Like she'd cooked for everyone and shit. And we're sitting there, and then she's like, "Now Ryan, I have to talk to you after lunch.
Yeah.
So come and talk to me, all right?" And I was like, "All right, Mom." So like, "Yep, all right." And then she pulled me aside after or whatever. I think my stepdad was like doing the dishes or whatever. I don't know what my brothers were doing, whatever. She pulls me aside and goes, "Now, Ryan, you're my special little boy, don't you?" And I was like 22 at the time, and I was like, yeah, Mom. And she said, you know, you're my special little boy. I said, "Yeah, Mom." And she said, "Well, good. Have a look in the freezer. There's a little hash cake there for you." And like being the glutton that I am, I just fucking ate it all. I think she was like, have half a biscuit or have half a cake or whatever.
Yeah.
And I ate the whole thing. It was like those Byron mum hippies, like they've been smoking weed since the 70s and shit. They listen to Bob Marley and
they know what they're doing.
They know what they're cooked. So they need a lot of THC. So this thing was hella potent. And it was that same feeling that I had when I ate, like, I don't know if you've ever ate that much edibles or you just can't move. You're just like stuck to the ground, you're sweating, you're kind of like dizzy and shit. Yeah. Oh, it's the worst shit. That's why you just have a little bit, baby. Just have it, like all drugs. Like if you're going to have something, just have a little bit.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Test the waters first.
Yeah.
I didn't like, it was like, just before I left home, kind of like one of the Byron Bay mums, like one of my homies mums, she did like a batch of these cookies and I was like over visiting and she was like, she looked real stoned and like just fully out of it. And I was like, oh, skits, man. Like, and she was like, I made these cookies. Like, she's like, I'll give you some to take home. And I was like sick and she's like, have a quarter. She's like, look at me, I've had a quarter. And I was like, and she knows what she's doing. And I was like, oh, all right, sweet. And I had edibles before and stuff and I took it home and then I was like, I'll have one tomorrow. I got the day off. And I had a chick like coming over in the morning and like I got up in the morning and it was like 8 o'clock and I was like, I'm just going to have like half this cookie now and just like chill for the day. Just will be good. I don't feel like smoking, just chill on this edible. And I like had half and then it'd been like an hour and the chick was coming over at like 9:30 or something like that. She was just coming to chill and we were going to go do stuff all day, like go to the markets and stuff. And like, and I just had like half and then it'd been like close to an hour and I was like, oh, I'm not feeling it heaps, eh? And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just have the whole thing, and just like ate the rest of it. And then I was just thinking like, fuck, she had a quarter and she was whacked and she like smokes kush big, like
big kush.
Yeah, dude. And I was like heavy. So like, and then as I ate the other half, I started feeling the first half and then I was like, oh no, like, and then like it had been like another hour past and I was sitting on my couch just listening to music and like, you know,
started hitting you. You could see the demons in the mirrors and shit. Seeing shadows out of the corner of your eyes and shit.
Exactly. And you know how like if you're even it's like Molly and stuff, like if you're just sitting down chilling, until you stand up and go to get going, that you're like, oh, I'm there. You know what I mean? Chick knocks on the door and I like go to stand up and I just was like onto the wall and I was like, oh nah. And I was like, got myself to the door and like opened it and she's like, what the fuck's wrong with you and shit? And like, I only seen her like twice and she was just like, you're fucked. Like, and I was just
what, she put the big you're fucked on you?
Yeah, fully. She was just like, kind of like, but she was like being nice, but like, she was like helping me. She was like, you all right and stuff? And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm sweet. And she was like, what have you had and stuff? And I was like, oh, nothing. Like, I just had a little joint before. I'm good. I didn't want to be like, I'm on the edibles, eh? Like, so I just said that. And then I ended up like, she was taking me back to my room and then just black. And then I woke up and it was nighttime. And I was like, just like half in my bed and I was like
sweating. Like,
yeah.
Did you feel
real shit? Like
paralyzed?
I was just like, I just saw that it was dark outside and I was like,
and your chick was gone
today. Yeah, chick was gone and stuff. And then I was like, oh, nah. So I called her up straight away and I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I cooked it and shit. And she was like, nah, it's all right. She was like, you literally just fell over like flat face on the ground and I like carried you to the bed. And she was like, I stayed there for like 2 hours and like watched a movie and like chilled for a bit and you just wouldn't wake up. So she was like, I just left you there. And then I walked out to go make some food at like 9 or whatever at night and my mum was there. And she was like, I came home like at lunchtime today and you were just fucking passed out in your bed. And I was like, oh, true. And she was just like, I tried to wake you up and you just wouldn't wake up. She was like, you were breathing, so I just left you there. And I was like, sweet, thanks, Mum.
It's good she checked on you.
Yeah, it's good she checked on me. Thanks, Mum.
Thanks, Mum. Mums are good like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those edibles are no fucking joke.
Yeah,
moral of the story.
Have half a cookie.
Have half a cookie. Have a quarter. Write it out.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be so intense.
Yeah. They take a lot longer than having a joint or a billy. They take an hour to get in your system, you know. It's not just like, don't eat it and expect to feel something in 15 minutes.
Because that's fake news.
Fake news.
Fully. Wait, is there like a little time checker on there? Does it say how long we've been gone for?
We're up to nearly half hour.
That's fucked up how quick shit goes, eh?
Time flies.
When you're having fun.
Correct mundo.
Yeah, man. What else can we talk about? I'm a pretty shallow, dumb dude, so it's hard for me to think of things to talk about.
I know what you mean.
Just self-deprecating, just kidding. Might have locked in the first sponsor for the podcast, which is exciting.
Yes.
Can't reveal anything yet because it's still in works.
Next episode, maybe we'll have a little more.
Maybe it's still in the works.
Yeah. But it's a come up and it's awesome.
It's awesome. Good product. Good dude.
Good product and good dude. That's 100% it, man.
Stoked.
He's a legend.
We're going pro.
Yeah, we're gonna go pro, man. 100%. We were talking about earlier that I was gonna say that we should talk, like, that we kind of got onto was how Australia like doesn't really have its thing yet, hip hop wise. Kind of how we were talking about that, and like how kind of the scene it's like right now is like there's a lot of, you know, like the trap stuff's all good, and you know, like we're friends with a lot of the dudes and stuff, and we fall back it and stuff, but just like we were kind of going like, what is Australia's thing? And like we just kind of don't really have one, eh? It's like we're copying America constantly, or copying like now that grime's like been the thing and stuff.
Dudes are just doing grime and shit.
Dudes are just like tagging the grime, and we're just like, what's going to be the next thing? Like,
there's definitely going to be something that pops up.
There needs to be something, dude. Like,
which is just like uniquely Australian, but also hella cool.
Yeah.
Because quite often dudes that are cool don't really rap Australia. But then dudes that aren't cool hella rap Australia.
Exactly.
But I think Australia's cool. I think our culture's cool.
We got awesome culture here.
That's why I'm psyched to chuck out this new AP and shit.
Yeah.
But you could say Tom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very true.
Like he's living over in LA, he's rapping, he blew up.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
Yeah, now that I have listened to his album a lot more, like when I've got the CD and, you know, I've just had it in the car for the last like kind of month, and I've just been banging it back to front. And like it's at the start, you know, like beat wise, I was a little bit like, oh, you know, it's a little bit like American-y, but like it's really not. Like, you know what I mean? It's fully his own steez. Like it's just his thing.
Not
like
all
you can't really touch
beautiful
it. Beautiful
chords.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Nice drums,
like very clean and crisp. Like people mistake it for American, like I think sometimes the beat wise, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's just good. And sometimes maybe that's the thing, like just if it's good, people are like, it's American, you know what I mean? Like
fully.
When really it's like, nah, some people just actually like have good taste in what they're doing. Like
good taste in beats and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of like his new album, even like you were saying, like chord wise and drums reminds me of like a lot of like Pharrell kind of stuff, and Kanye even like a little bit, like just kind of flavor wise. It's very clean, and like you can hear every sound, you know what I mean? Like it's not muddled or like getting thrown over with big ad libs and stuff, you know. He's been so concise with very placed everything. Like it's really well put together the more I've listened to it. Like, yeah, it was good. It's good to have him on last week too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing in LA right now.
Yeah, is he back over in LA now? He's gone back.
Check the time in LA.
What's the time in LA? Yeah, internet.
I'm gonna go over to LA and visit him.
Yeah, dude. Where do you like? Is he
getting on the seas?
4 a.m. 2 Chainz.
He's asleep for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be worried if he was up right now, unless it's like, what day were they a day behind it?
Yeah, it's Thursday morning though.
Yeah, fully.
Kobe's up right now, shooting. He's gonna make his comeback. You know, like in LA, I don't know if I told you this or if you know it anyway, but so like in LA, like Kobe doesn't drive because he's just too much of a lord. So like he has this helicopter, this black helicopter, and like when those games on or like Lakers practice, you'd see, if you lived in LA, you'd see Kobe's helicopter just flying over the city. Like that's some full like god shit. Like, would
that like, I suppose like, yeah, games and stuff, but would it limit him? Like would every shopping centre have a helicopter pad on top? Probably in America, who knows?
No, but he's not trying to go to every shopping centre.
Yeah, fully. But just like, I guess like...
He would have places where he could land and get a car.
Fully, yeah.
Or just like different hoods. I don't know. I think there's heaps of helipads and shit in LA.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's just like...
Because like a lot of people are doing that shit.
Yeah, dudes are just balling.
Fully.
Like, do you know that comedian Bill Burr?
No.
He's friends with Joe Rogan and shit like that. Yeah, he's like an angry... He's funny. He's really funny. He's like a Boston guy, Irish Boston.
Boston dude, yeah. Like the kind of angry stares, but like hell funny.
Yeah, he flies a helicopter. Have you seen that show, F is for Family, on Netflix? It's like an animation.
No, I don't watch Netflix, I gotta say, I'm sorry to everybody, but
It's alright. Fuck them.
No, not even that. I still back it. All my
not Netflix, but I'm saying fuck them. You don't need
I just haven't really like, I'm just like...
It's pretty cheap though.
Non-committal. I just am like, I've got like my Dragon Ball episodes and like a bit of Simpsons if I need it, but I'm trying to keep busy out here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can waste a lot of time just watching Netflix and shit. For sure.
F is for family, but
yeah. It's like an animated show that he created. And he voices and shit.
Yes.
It's on Netflix. It's really funny. They're just putting out a second season real soon.
I'm just real frothy on that. Like when I was younger, you know, like it was all animated stays and stuff. And then I went like, nah, I'm grown up now a little bit, like when I was like 18 and stuff. And now that I'm like 20 again, like I just don't even fuck with like
shit unless it's animated.
I love like animated stuff again. I'm just frothy of it. I feel like there's so much more that they can do with it, if you know what I mean.
You
like
can be a lot more silly.
Yeah, you can be silly. You can bend what the characters do and say shit that people wouldn't say. You
Fully.
know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can get away with more.
Yeah,
it's kind of like you know the Weeknd. Like it's different, but like he has such a beautiful voice that he says the rawest shit.
Yeah,
like if I rapped saying like people would just be like, "You're a rapist, dude."
Fully,
like,
100%.
Fuck out of here,
100%. Like, I so agree with that. I've thought that when I was listening to his albums.
Like,
I was like
6'1" white dude with a red beard, bit overweight, just girl, I'm gonna eat your pussy and shit. And it's like pretty creepy, dude. But like he's just like beautiful singer man. Yeah, and his voice is just like gold, and like people don't even hear the words; they just go, "Oh yeah." Like he has this song Initiation.
I've heard it.
It's fucking creepy. I'm pretty sure it's about like running a train on a girl.
Yeah.
And shit. And it's just like, but he pulls it like.
I haven't listened to it like in depth. Maybe I'll have to
pull up the lyrics. Let's read them out. But I'm just like, when I hear that song, it's like I can't really listen to it. But I was just like, how do you get away with this? How do so many girls love you? But it's like, because his music's really good, I guess.
Which one was it? Initiation?
Yeah, Initiation. IA. Yeah. Get the lyrics up.
Did you see the new Travis Scott vid?
No, I haven't yet, but James Hunt's in today. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to read these lyrics. Got you drinking out them white cup sodas. All this shit sounds foreign to you. Thick smoke choking. Baby girl familiar with the order. Just crack it, then pour it, then slip slow, then tip low. My eyes red, but my brim low. That XO, she climbing straight to the top. Forget why she there in the first place. That's pretty rapey.
Yeah.
No more crying. Rapey. Heart rate slow. Put that rum down. You don't want to die tonight. I promise when you're finished, we'll head to where I'm living. The party won't finish. It's a fucking celebration. Oh yeah, for my N-words out tonight. And they high off Shakespeare lines. There's enough to pass around, you don't got to wait in line. And the clocks don't work, you don't got to check the time. And the blinds don't work, you don't got to check the sky. We'll be gone all night, till night. I got a test for you, you say you want my heart. Well, baby, you can have it all. There's just something that I need from you, is you to meet my boys.
That's skits, eh? Like, chill.
I'm a fan of The Weeknd, man. I think he's lit.
Yeah.
This song's rapey.
But you can't be like just being like, I reckon I hate when dudes are just like, you know, like,
gotta fuck my friends.
You gotta fuck my friends. Like, as if you don't even want your chick to touch your mates, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
any chick. Like, you've been going hard, baby. Now you're rolling with some big boys, baby. Got a lot you want to show off, baby. Close the door before you take your fucking clothes off, baby. All my writing's on the wall. I thought I passed my peak and I'm experiencing fall. All I want to do is leave because I've been zoning for a week and I ain't left this little room trying to concentrate to breathe because this piff's so potent. Killing serotonin in that 2-floor loft in the middle. We be choking on that old black voodoo, heavy gum chewing. Go on if you're testing, baby. If you dance and grab a cup of that XO, baby. Be leaning back from the come down, girl. I've been fiending for another round. Don't you blame it on me when you're grinding up them teeth and it's fucking hard to sleep. I got a test for you. You said you want my heart. Well, baby, you can have it all. I just need you to meet my boys. I got a lot of boys and you can make you right. And if you get too high, baby, come over here. We'll ride it out. There's more. But yeah.
There's only one more and it's just the chorus again. But yeah, that's like, that first verse is definitely pretty rapey.
Pretty rapey. At the same time, like, there's probably girls out there that just like it and train right on them. And I'm not shaming any girls who want to get fucked by a bunch of dudes. That's cool as well.
That's cool, yeah.
As long as they want to. But I just think like, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying like, it's funny how...
Yeah. But like, don't you think like sometimes it's bad because like he promotes this, so then chicks are like, that's what he wants.
That's cool
and all the cool dudes, you know, kind of. And then they think they need to do that.
Definitely.
Whereas like for me, it's like when I meet a chick, if she's done that stuff, it's like I still love you if you had and like you were a cool chick. But like the same time, like, it kind of is a little bit, you're like, oh, man, like,
Yeah.
I didn't want you to do that to yourself. You didn't have to.
You're not really
know?
trying to wife up a girl who's had a tram man on her.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is like a harsh thing to say, but it's like realities of life.
It just hurts you inside knowing what people have done to them, I guess. It's not like,
Fully,
it's not them. It's like knowing that people have disrespected them.
Totally. But also there's another side to that. You know, if a girl doesn't feel like that's disrespected, she just likes fucking hella hard, then that's cool as well.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You help, like, the boys love it. So, like, I mean, we're not trying to push her out now, but, you know, if you're doing that, man, like, you're a fucking champ. Don't ever shame yourself because you do that shit. That's like, I remember in high school.
If
like,
you want to.
Yeah. You know chicks, but who would just be, like, having sex with dudes the same as dudes have sex with chicks. Like, it's not they're doing copious amounts, but they've just fucked, like, 5 dudes at the school and they're like, oh, she's a slut and shit. And you're like, dude, you fucked, like, 10 chicks at school. Like, who cares, man? She's just having fun enjoying herself.
I think often dudes call girls sluts when they can't get chicks and shit.
Fully.
So they do it as like they're hurt because they're like, you know, like,
she didn't.
Why did she fuck that dude and not me? She's a slut. But it's really.
Or they fucked her and then she fucked someone else. So they're like, oh, I'm not the man anymore. She's just fucking slut.
And yeah, there's no really such thing as a slut. There's just like girls who are sexually active and girls who aren't really, you know.
Correct. Yeah, it shouldn't even be a word, eh?
It's a heavy word.
It is. It shouldn't be around, but no, I guess it's fucking.
We didn't create it.
It just happened.
But yeah.
I wonder if, let's say if a male or female invented the word.
Yeah, where did the word slut come from? Origin. Right in word origin slut. Middle English.
Of unknown origin. I suppose, what would be the one for dudes? Do you reckon, is there a word for, like, guys? Because then this could lead us into, because if it is, maybe it's like how, like, the word bitch was a female dog and we transferred that to be like, you're a bitch, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like we
love it when girls own the word bitch. Like, I love saying the word bitch. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry to anyone out there that have fans, but it's a fucking sick word. But not being like, you're a fucking bitch, but just being like, yeah, bitches. Like, you know, if you're friends with the girls and you know how girls, like, sometimes will be like, that's my bitch. And you're like,
fully, yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, fully.
It's
like,
cool. I love it when girls own it. You know what I mean?
Fully.
It's cool. Is there a male equivalent to
not really.
Slut?
Man slut or promiscuous man.
You're a promiscuous man.
It's just not legit, eh? No, there's no.
Tart? No, that's...
I think it's just like what boys think it is legend. Pretty much.
Stud.
Yeah, stud. But like people, like older grandmas and stuff, be like, he's a stud. You know what I mean? Like say kind of that shit. And be like, no.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Things just happen like that in society. Where
it's because like girls are the gatekeepers.
Yeah, they are.
So then they get judged for giving away. You know what I mean? Like every dude will have sex like with girls. You know what I mean? The girls are the ones that are like, yes, no. They choose.
Fully. That's true.
Choose. But
then dudes like force it and shit. You know what I mean?
Hella whack.
I know. Sometimes I've had like friends and, you know, you like just see them at night and you just like, dude, like she's so obviously not keen and you just fucking still trying.
I don't have any friends like that now, but I definitely did when I was younger.
Yeah, no, I don't fuck with people like that anymore at all. But like just when you were like kind of,
dude,
you know,
like if I try to kiss a girl, like if I lean in and try to kiss a girl or something, like, and she's not psyched, even if I'm fucked up and she's not psyched, I feel so awkward and just like bad for her. I don't want to make her experience.
Fully,
like,
I'm sorry.
A big dude that I don't want to scare her and shit.
Fully.
You know what I mean? Like I can't imagine a dude just like trying to get a chick and then she not being psyched and then just being like, oh, maybe if I just get a bit more aggressive, she'll be psyched. It's like, no, dog.
I know, and that's what they do, eh? Like that's the perfect word, aggressive. Like they'd be a bit more like, you know, like we're doing this sort of thing, and like chicks are just like, oh, look, like he's really trying to kind of like not feel bad, but they're just like, oh, I should just do it. And that's just cooked out. I'm the same as you, man. Like you just said then, like I feel so bad if I've like gone to kiss a girl or something and, you know, and then they're like not into it. I'm just like, I'll be like, you're not keen, man. I'm like, that's cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, that's sweet then. And that's how it should be. Like,
it's like we say here on the Indoor Outdoor podcast, if a girl isn't psyched, just take the loss. Just take it.
Take the L.
Take the L.
Take the L.
Is that recording still?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, we're still on one.
Come on, baby. Yeah. All right. Let's line up the subject a little bit. What?
Yeah, true. We're getting pretty deep, but
But that's good.
You got to have these conversations.
Yeah, it's good that we're talking about some real shit.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? Oh, you don't drink any soft drink, do you?
Sprite. I know that you say fuck Sprite, man, but like,
You like it?
it's my favorite soft drink. Hey,
Cool.
Well, I don't drink much soft drink at all, to be honest. But like, it's like the closest thing to water. I think that's why I like it. Not even Sprite. I'll like
Lemonade.
fuck. To be honest, if I had to pick one, 7-Up's a lit. I reckon I love 7-Up from KFC. If I can get another one from there, but like
7-Up's pretty lit. It's the full official gamer fuel.
yeah,
That's how they market us.
Yeah.
And like one of my housemates plays Hella Games and he started drinking 7-Up.
Yeah,
Pretty funny. Pretty cute.
Mountain Dew's lit as well.
Oh no, is Mountain Dew the one that... No, 7-Up. One of them has caffeine in it.
I think Mountain Dew would. I feel like that one would. That kind of put me off it now that you told me that. I feel like it's like that American one that would, but
Yeah.
it's just like Mountain Dew.
So bad for you.
What's your favourite soft drink?
I just have to say, like, I haven't been drinking much of it recently and shit, but Coke, just like a cold Coke.
Yeah.
Not vanilla, not ginger beer, nothing.
Yeah. What's your like vanilla Coke and cherry and shit? What's your look on those? Don't mind.
I fucks with them.
An original man, but
I'm an original man.
Maxi Bonds. You ever fuck with the Maxi
You know
Bonds?
what's pretty dope that they have now?
Yeah. What?
They have a butterscotch Snickers.
What?
Yeah, it's full.
I might have to get
Snickers.
one tonight.
Pretty
from the
lit,
server.
pretty lit, dude. Because like I don't like caramel and shit. I do, like dudes do, and like that's cool.
Yeah.
But you know, different people have different taste buds. I just don't like caramel.
Yeah, fully.
But so like I never liked Snickers and shit, but I love peanuts.
yeah.
This is the dumbest conversation, but I
No,
love
dude, this is the important stuff. Like, I didn't know there was butterscotch Snickers, and I'm gonna have to try it now.
I know, and they're fucking good, dude.
They're good.
They're sick.
We're gonna have to try one. Wait, I went to yoga last night.
Oh,
at,
did you?
You know the place that we've been
Rod
eating?
Hayes.
What's it called?
Rod Hayes.
Yeah.
Tom actually put it on to
Shouts.
me. It's this good Hare Krishna place on Brunswick Street in Fitzroy. They have really nice vegan food. And
They do yoga
there.
every night, and it's $12 for dinner and yoga.
That's so good. How long did the yoga session go for?
An hour?
Was it hard? Oh, you're a bit of a yoga lord, eh?
Yeah, it was good, but like it was just a
Could
really
beginners
good
do it?
session. Yeah, 100%. That's what it's made for, you know. Like I'm still a beginner, but too. Like I've only been doing it for like not even like a year now, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
like it's still like it's really good, man. It's like good for beginners. Like even like you could tell that there was people there who had definitely been doing it before. They were super flexible and stuff, and like it's just so they have such a good setup upstairs. It's so relaxing and like just a real good vibe up there, and the teachers are really nice and stuff. And sick krill, dude. Like
I think that's my next level.
Yeah.
Of fitness to unlock, because like now I'm doing like heaps of shit, running heaps, starting to do pull-ups and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think like yoga is my next level to unlock.
yeah.
It will just like make me more flexible and more limber.
It does, yeah. And aside from like the body stuff, which is like a massive bonus, it's like just for the mind, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just time to like reflect and like learn to shut that little voice up inside your head that's in your back of your head all day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know, as soon as you're sitting somewhere and you're thinking, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that and stuff, and it's like, wait, just grab it all and just tighten it and be like, what am I doing right now? What does my body feel? What's it telling me? You know what I mean? And like, and that's like after you do yoga, it's telling you like, I feel good and I want some krill after this, and you just can relax and just not think about anything for like.
It's like working out.
Yeah, exactly. You just have this like crazy, like it's like releasing natural serotonin or whatever once you finish, and you just feel so good, you know what I mean? And it leaves you energized like at the end too. You're very relaxed and calm, but you feel like you've got, like I can still come home and do stuff if I need to.
That's dope.
But yeah, sometimes I'd like to do it a bit later, like right before bed, because like I'm like sitting there at the end when you're in Shavasana and like just laying there for the last 10 minutes, and I'm like, I could just lay here and fall asleep like easily. You just get completely lost. But that's like been the biggest one for me, has been like learning to like the little monkey in your head clapping the things, you know what I mean? Just learning to be like, wait, shut up for a second and chill, you know what I mean? It's just like that's something I struggle with so much, is like constantly thinking of things in my head. Like of just like, and it's like it hasn't even happened yet. Like even about work the next day or something, you know, and you're like going, oh man, I really don't want to go to work, and you're like, I'm not even there yet. It could be a good day. Something cool could happen.
Yeah.
If you just be like positive about it and, you know, just think that it's going to be
just deal with it in the moment.
Exactly.
I get like that heaps with like getting up, having to go to work. It's so early.
Yeah.
Like right now, like what time is it now? 9:16 at night. I've got to get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'm going to go home after this. I'll probably go to sleep at like 10:30, 6.5 hours sleep, which is chill.
Yeah.
You know, some people, but I'm like, fuck, just knowing I have to get up at 5, it can be draining. But then I'm like, just don't think about it, man. Just when the alarm gets off, just sit up, put on your socks.
And go. Exactly. And that's what you got to do. It is hard because I'm an 8-hour man myself. And lately I haven't been able to do that because then that kills me. Like I was always, but now I'm learning to, and like, apparently, I think it is 6.5 hours is like
perfect.
That's like you can fully live and be functional on that. But like 8 hours is like for a younger, like probably our ages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you're getting older, like that's like you need to make sure that you're getting your good night's sleep and
stuff.
Yeah,
well, once a week I try to have like a 8 or 10, but I've just been honestly like hustling, like finishing this EP,
that's it,
doing these podcasts.
We were so busy doing that. We would like finish up here 2 a.m, be back at it by 9. Like you'd be back over here. We'd just go all day. Like it was just like.
We went in
Yeah.
Can't wait to drop this EP. So yeah, the EP is called Cheap Thrills. And it's been a while since I put out a tape. But yeah, so I'm really happy with it. It's kind of, what vibe has it got? I don't even know, man.
It's the new Australian stuff, I reckon, personally. We did like our own thing on this. I think like it's not, we didn't tag anything, you know what I mean? No. Like we fully were going for our own sound.
It's like it's kind of a bit sample heavy.
Yeah, like
a little bit.
It's like semi-sample heavy, but it's like only on a couple of songs is it the basis, but then in other things it's just like a small feature, you know what I mean? Like so I mean what's that? 52. But yeah, it's
some good bars.
Yeah, dude, the best raps you've ever done for sure.
Yeah.
I think everyone's agreed on that, and anyone who I've showed the music to goes, these are the best beats you've ever made, and these are the best I've ever heard Peezo rap. It's just going to be like, I think it's like, but at the same time that it's all very cohesive, it's got like standouts that are just completely different. They go left to right, and it's just like all heaps different, you know what I mean?
Fully. I'm really excited to chuck it out.
Yeah, dude. We're probably gonna do like an episode where we like once it's out, where we like we'll go through it and like fully break it down.
Maybe even like a week before we drop it or something.
Yeah, fully give people a taste and a little demo of like what's gonna happen and stuff. But yeah,
fully, and yeah.
I'm
keen for all the kids who have been asking me, you know what I mean, and I'm sorry for letting you guys down, not putting out music and shit. Like I just let life beat me for a bit. But now I'm beating life, so we back out here.
Flexing.
Smoke weed, don't let it smoke you.
I've heard that before, dude. That's sick.
Yeah. Get cooked. Don't be cooked.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to get cooked, but you don't want to be cooked.
Yeah.
It's easy to smoke the weed. It's also easy to let the weed smoke you.
It is. It's very easy to, man. That's why I've been like, I'm coming up to next Tuesday will be 2 months.
Wow, man.
I'm just like I don't even, like I said, like I've said to you before and stuff, I don't want people to be like, oh, you're the man, because like, I'm fully still 110% a supporter of smoking kush. It's very important, I think, in everyone's life. I know that for some people, they can't do it, and I completely understand that it's not for them, and like they get anxiety and things like that, and that's fully cool. But for me, man, like
I knew you were gonna get back on the con. Probably.
Yeah, definitely. I want to have like a 3-month break, completely cleanse and detox, and then when I come back to it, I want to be able to just you know, have like one every 2 days or like twice a week, just you know, have a couple joints at night and make my music and be in my zone. Like I miss doing that. Like, but at the same time, I was at a point where I was like scared to go to sleep because I was just passing out every night, just a comatose in myself, and just would fall asleep with like a bowl of food and my laptop still running when I wake up at 6 a.m. and be like, oh, what did I, you know what I mean? And then when I stopped smoking, I was like, how do I go to bed?
Yeah.
Like, and you're left with all these thoughts running through your mind, and you're like, can I go to sleep? Can I do this? And you're freaking out, and you're like, am I hungry? Am I not hungry? Like, it's just like, it was just bad, and I hadn't had that before, so I was like, whoa, this is shit. Like, I'm going to learn how to be normal by myself again. And like that's the thing is just that I became dependent on it. Like I wasn't smoking it to enjoy it anymore. Like I miss like having like a joint with your friends and laugh and watching a good show, or like when we made the EP, you know what I mean? Like we were cooked as, but we did like incredible work. Like I just like that was when we made our best songs and stuff. Like, and it was just like just the vibes and shit. Like it just was working well.
Yeah, it's good to definitely have breaks and shit.
Yeah.
To just like reset yourself and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely do think, you know, and there'd be people watching this saying, "Nah, Peezo, you're just a cooked fool." But like I do think weed's a bit of a medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it helps people. Like I think the paranoia can be good for you as well. You know what I mean? If you know, have you ever had one of those days where you like blow up at somebody or do something and then you smoke weed and you're like,
why did I do that?
What the fuck? And you're kind of embarrassed by your behavior.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the weed angels telling you, because it makes you more sensitive to everything. It makes you more sensitive to yourself and other people and shit. So I think it can be good. It can be good for people with egos or angry people.
Definitely. 100%.
Like I know friends of mine that have like, you know, mild anger issues. When they smoke it, it chills them out, man.
Yeah, dude. Like one of my mates from back home, I'm not gonna like say their name, but like, you know, through like school and stuff, he was always kind of the kid who'd just be fucking with everyone and was cool and everyone and shit, and kind of always, you know, was like, you know, I'm top dog sort of thing and shit. And then when he got older and was smoking more weed and stuff, and then when you'd go and hang with him, it was just like he just fully realized like what he was like, if you know what I mean. And he was just like. He was like, nah, like, you're my brother, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to dog you or do this shit. Like, you're my friend. I just want to hang out and have, like, a good conversation and stuff. Like, whereas it used to be, like, you know, like, yeah, like you said, ego-wise, people just think that they're killing it and stuff. And
I think
very
weed's really
important.
good for that realization.
Definitely.
Of self.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very important thing. And like, I think that's even something for me, like you said, I've found myself doing little things lately where I'm trying to relax a bit because I'm used to having, you know, my joint, like once I've got my shit done or at the start of my day and stuff, and I'm used to just being like chilled, and I wouldn't even take notice of these things. I'd just be like, just laugh at it. And now I'm kind of like, oh, I don't like that and stuff. And, you know, and I'm like, why do I care? You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's one of those things.
But it is good to learn how to deal with life without smoking weed.
Exactly. That's kind of, that's where I guess I was coming from. You
but
know,
also paranoia is good in small sense. Like that's why humans have been so successful.
Yeah.
As a species. One of the reasons is because we're paranoid. You know what I mean? So like we're like, oh man, those Neanderthals are going to try and eat us over there. We better not go over there.
Yeah, fully.
Or like we'll get paranoid and hang up on the rocks and throw the rocks at them and kill them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, you know, that's why like I don't walk through certain hoods because I'm paranoid, man. Like I'm not scared, but I'm paranoid.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like and that you know, and about certain behaviors and shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to be a little bit paranoid maybe. And that's why weed's good, I think.
Yeah, dude. Well, paranoia leads to success, I guess. Or it leads to invention and it leads to good ideas in a lot of ways, like you were saying then, you know, like it's like even like riding a bike, you know, you're like, fuck, I could fall off and smash my head open. Let's make a helmet.
Fully.
You know, shit like that.
Humans are pretty lit. I mean, we're pretty fucked, but
we're good people, dude. We're good people. We mean well and like we're just...
Good times, great music.
At the same time, we fucked up a lot, eh? We've cooked the fucking earth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wonder how long it's going to be before kids aren't going to be able to grow up the way we grew up, you know?
Not long,
we grew up
probably.
good, man. We grew up on the beach, like Lennox, like beautiful, man. Like,
yeah. I suppose that's like something I've realised even since I got here.
Yeah.
Is that like there's so many positives and stuff to Melbourne, but at the same time, like when I think of it compared to home, like at home everyone's very, you know, relaxed and you more so you work to live rather than like
live to work.
Live to work.
But there is out there here as well. But you know,
I guess, yeah.
I think there's more I don't know, at home, what do you think? I think there's like a little bit more of a almost more of a dog eat dog mentality up there, almost.
Yeah.
Like a right off your mate, like hating on shit. Because there's like a small town mentality.
Those are people that need to go to the city and usually end up but you know what I mean? Like a lot of those people who are like that, like I feel like, I don't know, like a lot of those people end up, or they just stay there and think that they're the man forever, you know what I mean? And you're like...
A lot of people do that and then they just get bitter and shit. I don't know.
But there's like still at home, there's a lot of people of my friends who have lived there their whole lives and I know that they won't move and they love it, and that's fully cool. And they do that, you know, they go on their overseas trip every year. They still get all their experience, man. Like I'd have people who are friends at home and they're like, oh, they'll never leave this town and all this. And it's like, so what, man? Yeah. They've got a fucking awesome life, dude. Even if they want to stay living with their parents or whatever, man, like it's like they're helping out. They pay rent there, you know what I mean? Like it's like they're carrying on the legacy of like their Lennox or Byron household, you know what I mean? And it's like happy. It's like if we end up all moving out and going away and our parents sell them to some Sydney people and then we come home and
the culture's gone.
There's no culture. Like you need those people who are our locals to stay at home and live there. And like that's what I mean. Like they're still going overseas doing these crazy trips and they come back and they're like 3/4 of them have way more experience than me. I haven't been half the places I've been just because I moved away from home. It doesn't mean I know shit. You know what I mean?
Fully.
People are like, oh, but he's doing something with his life because he left home. And it's like, no, it doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like,
dudes definitely moved down here and wash.
Yeah,
like people move down. Funny, man, people move down here and be like the new party dude. You know, there's always like a new cool party dude. And he lasts like 3 months and he just washes.
And then he's just fades.
Goes back to his parents, like, trust one?
Yeah, fully.
I'm the cool party dude. Sunglasses in the club. Leather jacket. Rehab.
Yeah, fully. Catchy dude. Peace.
Yeah, man. So just hit an hour. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
I think we've covered it all.
I don't even know. That was a blur.
Yeah, that was a blur.
But I think it was a good one.
I think there was some great convo in there. We finished up on a good note of the party lords that are cooking it down here. And shout outs to all the lords at home and all my boys who are holding it down in Lennox.
I need to shout out these lords.
Yeah, dude.
Can you get on your phone maybe? And I'll go through my messages and shout them all out. I got you, boys. Shout out the Peas team. Yeah. So I don't know who we're going to have next on Indoor Outdoor, but I'm excited about the podcast. Thank you guys all for watching and hitting me up and leaving comments. If you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app. If you go to the podcast app and just write in Indoor Outdoor, then you'll see us come up.
It's from 1%.
1%?
Yeah. Do you need to log into yours?
Yeah. I don't even know if I can remember my password. TikTok.
Is it on Facebook?
No, it's on Insta.
Right.
What's your favourite app? Mine is TAB.
See how we go on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, and like for everyone at home, if we do another one of these ones, you guys should email or like shoot
I had
us
questions.
Did you get some questions?
Yeah, man. We'll do them as well, but they're on my phone.
True. Our Facebook?
No. Just like on a screenshot.
True.
All right. Shout out. I'm just going to... Yep. All right. Cameron Prasad, Ryan Evans, Kyle Gordon, Sam Berry, Riley Edwards, Alexander Leishman, Talis B, Christian Chahain. Sorry if I said your name wrong, bro. Jude Shull, Kane Beaver, Meme Kingdom, and Hayden Brooks. You are the Peas team. You are appreciated. I can remember some of the other team.
That's the starting 12.
I can see some of the other. I can remember some of the other questions. But I don't know their names actually. Fuck.
You might have to transfer all your shit next time before we do the next one of these to make sure that we've got all of our data.
Fully cooked it.
That's alright, but
one of the questions was why did my parents split up? I just don't think they loved each other anymore. I think, being together for so long, their love maybe dwindled.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad wasn't keeping it interesting. Maybe your mum was, a bit over it. And he was leaving his dirty underwear in the bathroom. She was talking to him about shit he didn't care about all the time. People fall out of love every day, B.
Exactly.
And, maybe your parents will be happier broken up than they were when they were together. So maybe it's a beautiful thing. And maybe you'll have 2 Christmases now, 2 birthdays. And shit like that. Same question different question from the same girl was, where do you see your music going? Where do you want to take your music? And that I just want to play bigger shows. I want to play festivals.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like to start playing some big festivals because I know I'm a good performer, and this new EP will be great for it. So hopefully we can get that out and book some bigger shows. You got to put it out into the universe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Put it out and you get back.
And also, when's the new EP out? I think we kind of answered that pretty soon.
Yeah, we're hoping to have the mixes back within a month, and then
maybe like 6 weeks or 2 months or something like that.
Yeah, we've still got a little bit of promo stuff and videos we want to do too, so we could say 2 months-ish.
Yeah.
And there'll probably be a single out before then too.
There will be. It's called Nauseous, baby. All right.
Dropping hints, nauseous. Woo.
So yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys came and watched. We made it to 65 minutes. Which is pretty good. Indoor-outdoor episode 4 done. And we will be back next week with a new guest.
Peace.